All right, UFC 240 goes down Saturday night. The co-main event is a big one in 145-pound division for the ladies. Cris Cyborg, Felicia Spencer, a non-title fight. Crazy to see Cris Cyborg in a non-title fight, but that's what we've got here, potential #1 contenders fight. And listen, Dan Tom, as you were looking at this one, I want to know kind of how you started looking at it, because Felicia Spencer, I'm excited for her. I believe she could be a future champion, but it's very, very early in her career. It's a fun stylistic matchup. Cris Cyborg is Cris Cyborg, but is she still Cris Cyborg, right? I mean, it used to be kind of that Mike Tyson luster that, oh my gosh, you're going in there with the machine that is Cyborg. Now that she's lost to Amanda Nunes, is that gone? I mean, so many interesting questions. What were the key things you kind of dialed in on when you're looking at this?
Yeah, I had to rub my eyes, John. I was like, wait, is this not a title fight in a Cris Cyborg fight? But you're right, the luster. I think it took the luster away. Now, did it take the luster away from Cris Cyborg? I don't know about that, but does it take the luster away from other people? The reason why I bring that up, it shouldn't matter, Dan. It should matter what the fighter thinks. Very true. You can also make the argument, like you said, John, Mike Tyson, a lot of those Cyborg opponents were beaten before they got in the ring.
True.
Now you're not going to have that kind of veil, to cut through. It's going to be a skill versus skill match, and skills versus skills. Yes, you can say it's early. Perhaps that portends to my pick for this matchup, John. But again, me and you, I believe, were some of the few that picked Felicia Spencer to upset Megan Anderson and her Junkie staff picks.
Right.
Believe me, we're not sleeping on Felicia's skills. In fact, John, you mentioned timeline. If this fight happens maybe a year down the road, my pick might be different. I might pick Felicia Spencer. That's right. I've hinted it to enough. I'm actually picking Cris Cyborg here. I think her counters are going to be very, very potent. Felicia Spencer does have a black belt in Taekwondo, but it's shifting in boxing range where she can get tagged up a bit. I think that's what we're going to have to look for in this matchup.
You're right. We both are high on Felicia Spencer. I do think it's just a little early in the career for Cris Cyborg. Cris Cyborg is still a special fighter, but let's say, sake of argument, Felicia Spencer, if there's a way for her to get this done, does she have to avoid striking at all costs, or have we shown now that it is okay to strike with Cyborg?
If she something tells me she has that Diego Sanchez effect. She's got a real durable chin, that forward energy. Perhaps striking might not be a mistake if she can survive that early trouble, but I don't suggest that. I think she's going to be looking for grappling here. I mean, even Yana Kunitskaya was able to get the back of Cris Cyborg very briefly. Again, Cris Cyborg knows what to do there. She's very talented in jiu-jitsu and counter wrestling quietly, but Felicia's path, it's on the ground.
Yeah, big moment for Cris Cyborg, to say the least. Another loss I think would be very devastating, especially if this ends up being the final fight in her contract and we don't know what's going to happen there. Maybe this is Felicia Spencer's coming out party, but I agree with you. I think Cris Cyborg seems to be the right pick right now. Well, listen, if you want to see how Dan Tom got to all that, he's got a written version of this on MMA Junkie as well. You can see all the notes and research and all that good stuff. And you can just keep it on MMA Junkie all week as we have you covered from Edmonton.